Hey guys, welcome back to MI Milsurp. We're going to be taking a look at the Enfields here. I learned some stuff about this guy here. It never had this front sight or rear sight protector. My bad. This was actually a late war production, so they actually omitted it for wartime production. Some of them also did not have the ears that went here, so you can see those ears hanging off the sides here. The top parts I have do have ears. I'm not going to switch them out for ones that don't. Hopefully we can get that top wood in right there. I'm going to be pausing the video every once in a while for me to do some work. I did put some penetrating oil on that screw there, and as you can see, it is a pretty beat up screw. Hopefully that penetrating oil will get in there and we can get her going. If not, we'll give her another shot, another video. But we're just kind of showing the similarities. This is a fully finished, SMLE, Lee Enfield, all that stuff. See, she's got all that front sight and everything going for her. Got the bayonet lug. It does not have a stacking swivel, but it doesn't matter. This one actually is perfect. It's late war. They would have omitted the stacking swivel there. See how, they omitted that in the late war. This is a DP rifle, so it actually still transfers as a full-on rifle, which is stupid, but hey, that's the law, I guess. Everything in here is workable. I wouldn't put anything wear apart, so I wouldn't be putting in this guy. I wouldn't actually take the barrel out of this. Maybe the trigger I'd use. This guy I would use. I wouldn't use the sear or anything. Pretty much anything from the bolt I wouldn't want to use. But wood you would want to use. You can take all that off. They just spit that stuff on there. Whatever. But you can see all the DP markings all over her. I got this one for cheap on Bud's Gun Shop, actually. I'm not sponsored by them. Maybe someday, but for right now, we're just kind of doing our thing. You can actually read where this guy came from and everything. We've shown her off before in the past, but this one is just completely destroyed. You can see an S from the SMLE, you can see a number 3, but there's no year on this one, like on this guy. Let's take a closer look. See 1917 right there. Yep, there we go. 1917 is on there. I know it kind of looks like an 8 right now, but I'm telling you, in person, it's a 7. That's right there. Doesn't matter. But yeah, this one's just completely destroyed. I've tried, doing my best to get that stuff off of there, but to no avail. Yeah, this is an Ishapore right here for sure. This guy actually came from the United Kingdom. Yeah, she's kind of pretty, but let's pause the video here and I'll see if I can get that puppy opened up. Give me a sec. Alrighty guys, welcome back here. So that thing ain't coming out of there. I'm gonna have to actually physically grind that guy out and buy a new one of these. I mean, she's pretty beat up. I might take it off of here. Then again, I might not. I just don't understand how a DP rifle is in better condition than this guy. I just can't believe that people store these things so terribly, but we're going to give her some more shots, see if we can get her out of there. If not, then yeah, we'll come back to this later. But I will put the rear sight on, or the rear cover, just because I know I'm going to omit the front sight cover, or front sight protector, or rear sight protector, that is. So give me 1 second. I'm going to try a little bit more, and we'll be back. Alright, so we got that stuff in there. I'm just waiting for it to come out. I was banging away on this thing, spinning it. Trying to spin it, that is. But we'll let that kind of sink in there. I mean, you can see this thing's kind of beat up. Even if I get this off, I don't think I'm going to be able to use it. So I'll have to order myself a new one, regardless. Well, let's take a look at some of the other features here. I get some penetrating oil on this. I might as well do that. She doesn't move anymore. She's all seized up. But that's the rear sight on this guy. I'm gonna get her going, and now we can shoot this. I got it cleared by a gunsmith, so we can shoot her. I just want her in full form. I took the bolt out, so she's sitting over there. Let's snap that piece of front sight cover on there, or geez, whatever you call it. We'll snap that on. Get the penetrating oil out of the way. Slide her in there. Should just pop right on. Well, hold on. Let's get ourselves in the right position so we can see what we're doing. Let's get that right out of the way. I can slide her right in. I mean, you can see there's just yak grease galore on this puppy. Right, she sits right up snug with the rear sight. And just clips right in. But yeah, this was omitted here on this one, which is perfect because, well, we don't need her. Get that back up. Stuff there. So, beautiful. I will get some penetrating oil on that, clean my hands, and it's greasy as all else. Whew! But you can see kind of what I'm doing. I'm using my screwdriver here. And we're just kind of digging out in the channel whatever we can. I mean, it gets stuck in there. It's going deep, so I think I might have just a fully corroded screw. But we're doing our best. Look at the nose cone and everything. I'll have to take the nose cone back off, so I'm taking that screw back out. And then you kind of slide everything on right here. Clamp this down, cover that. Clamp it down with the screw, of course. And then you got the whole wood on there, and it's going to look just like that one. And we'll kind of show her off real quick. Look just like that one. Only a little better. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back again. Alright, so we made a little bit of progress. This thing is super free swinging now. She may have actually moved a little. I doubt it, but you can see how much gunk is just coming out of that one spot in here. But yeah, that is really freeing up, and you can actually see where the screw is as opposed to the rest of the gun, or rest of the part. Dab that off. You can definitely see the screw again, and I think we might be able to salvage this whole thing. I don't know, but what I've been doing is getting this screwdriver here into the slot and tapping it just to the top here with the little mallet, and just giving it a little spin as I'm tapping, tap, and then I'll go onto this other side of it. If it'll focus, yep, and then just tap, kind of pushing that direction, and then I just tap, spin in the direction. But she's not moving much. In fact, it's kind of been this guy out of proportion, but we're getting there. I mean, you can see how much gunk's just coming off of there right now. So wipe her up, give it another shot. It'll be a while. Well, I can't reef on her all day, so I guess we're gonna let the penetrating oil just sit in there, and we'll get her pulled out soon. I'll probably get a better penetrating oil. Right now all I got is Ballistol, so I've been hitting it with a little bit of that. Ballistol works pretty good. It's a little stinky, but works pretty good for the purposes. So what I'm going to do is just wrap this guy up, give her another shot of the Ballistol, and move on for the day. But thanks for tuning in, guys. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a like. If you have any comments, or any suggestions, I'd love to hear them. Other than that, have a great day, guys. Bye.